What's up, Devils? J-Dog back and some more goddamn questions. Today's question is a fucking mail-in slash paid question from Dan. Man, Dan really wanted his shit ran off. So he sent this in the mail. I got it like yesterday. I saw it yesterday. I don't know if how long it's been sitting in the piles. You guys gotta remember when you send stuff, like there's stacks and stacks of packs here, like of receiving from yes, receiving counting all like even just like whether it be our releases and the stuff we trade for and the wholesale shit, and then the outgoing, all I see is boxes. And I don't even go through that. So by the time it makes my door, probably a week later or something like that. So I just got this yesterday. And ironically enough, he PayPal me to my PayPal. Bunch of question guaranteed answer. $10 in the fucking email in the description box. God damn it. It goes to the front of the motherfucking line, gets answered no matter how stupid or good it is. That's the goddamn rule. The other thing is too is like something like this, where I have probably read it off on the channel, maybe, maybe not, because I get packs all the time. So, in case, send me something that's cool and I appreciate it, but don't. It's not a guaranteed I'm going to show it or go over on a channel. Because if I do that, literally this entire channel will be show and tell. You have to remember doing this for a business and shit like that too. Like I see stuff coming in every day. I'm around metal 24/7. So when somebody mails me a CD, that's a normal day. That's just as normal as me brushing the fuck my teeth. So unless it's something like I really loved or blew my socks off new favorite band, chances are I'm probably not going to show it. Unless you're sending a box of handouts, which we'll get to that next. I got the Malice Divines I'll show after this guy. We could do that too. And that's how this works too. This guy sent me a few. I'll check the shit out if it looks interesting. If it doesn't even look interesting, I'll be honest, I'm not even gonna check it out too. Again, new metals coming in, 50,000 titles on the stock, 50,000 titles on the shelf. I don't need new shit to check out unless it's something I think I'm gonna like, you think I'm going to like. Okay, then I will. And unless it's something I want to keep or buy, then what I do is I just toss it in an order that somebody I think that'll appreciate it based on their order. So I'll listen to them. Like, it's more of a black metal release. But who's the guy that's buying more than $100 worth of shit of black metal? Not just T-shirts either. He's probably just a digital guy. Record CDs, cassettes. If he's doing that, and someone sends me a free CD, and it's like nothing I need. See if this goddamn homeboy needs it. Anyways, so we got some CDs from this guy. So this will be. Let me know if you want them, devils. Dear J Dog, found the channel a few months back and love it. Keep up the good work. You sure do love it, all right, brah. Sent me a box of fucking freebies and a goddamn paid to say, hey man, did you get my box? Make sure I answer my shit. So works for me. The kind of guys I like, my favorites. Thought I would send you a few copies of the new split CD, last full length, and a shirt. Keep what you want and send the rest to friends and devils. Here's some stickers too. Yes, I got stickers. So here's the CDs he sent. So this is the split, and the full length. So yeah, I'm just probably tossing these in orders. You can put in the notes. The thing is with handing out CDs, and I'll show it, like I said, with the Malice Divine is if somebody says, "Hey, J Dog, tossing." What's the name of the band too? Salt, SOLT. Never heard of them. Looks black metal. Know nothing about them though. If somebody orders like one CD, like, "Hey, J Dog, toss in that fucking Malice Divine disc," well, now I'm losing money, brah, because now the shipping goes up. But if somebody buys like $50, $75, $100 worth of merch, tossing in a CD, and especially if it's going out media mail, it's not a fucking big deal. So keep that in mind too. So a lot of those, when it comes to free CDs, I choose who I give it to them. Maybe they're a channel watcher, maybe they're not. I was like, but they're damn sure a good goddamn customer. They place the kind of orders the dog likes. The kind of orders the dog likes get free shit when I have free shit on hand. Stickers too, yeah. So these I'm just gonna toss in any random orders, just until they're gone because they got a stack of them. My band is Salt, pronounced Salt, so Salt like the salt shaker. Wouldn't be my first choice of band names, but hey, whatever. Uh, yeah, probably a dumb name if you have to explain it. Inspired by a Bible verse that terrified me as a kid. That makes sense. Then there's a backstory. On our Bandcamp, we also have a very rough demo, and I think a good cover of the Misfits Halloween. That's definitely a good song. Coming up for fucking perfect season too, right? Halloween by Misfits and Halloween by King Diamond. Play those on Halloween, right? Salt666bandcamp.com. So that's his Bandcamp, in case you happen to give a fuck. Also, you said a few weeks ago that you didn't think girls like the dog much. Uh, they sure as hell don't come up to me. That's for goddamn sure. I've had 3 no, maybe 5 now. Total chicks come up to me because of the channel. All, all the rest, pure sausage. So part of it is too. Maybe some they like my personal. I have the feeling, and I don't even. I think I'll give this impression out to some of the guys too, but for sure, probably the ladies, is that it might be a bit intimidating in the sense that they're thinking like, oh, is he going to judge me or am I considered a poser? I don't fucking care. Just come up and say hi. Yeah, I remember a lot of this is just for fucking just. I give my honest opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm not sitting there walking around with a goddamn radar on it shows and judging people. So don't take it out of context too. So if you think that, come up and fucking say hi. Just don't be a complete weirdo, please. Um, yeah, I mean, based off of what comes up to me, yeah, it's nothing but sausage. Hell, I thought you would have been going through more squeaky toys than PetSmart. Is that what you call girls? Squeaky toys? No, I'm not going through any. Assume you just have too much bra bra. No cirrus. I don't even know what the fuck this says. No cirrus energy for me. Mere mortals. Can't pronounce that one word that he put on there. Handwriting's a bit sloppy. It must be hard just walking around. I mean, I'm gonna say that. I mean, I'm not like fucking corpse grinder walking around, but I mean, yeah, people definitely come up to me. I thought this might help you fit in a little easier around the rest of us. Merry Christmas. Oh, yeah, he sent me some fucking cologne, Paul Canoe, which I don't know how that is, but I never heard the brand name Canoe, just like the goddamn fucking guys throwing on the channel. So that's that. So if you want the salt fucking disc, by the time this goes up, they might even be all fucking gone. Again, a reasonable size order or fucking better. God damn it. These same thing. I think he sent me 50 of them. And I thought it was, yeah, it's a pretty good fucking listen. I listened to it just today. That's because I brought it up yesterday and I got the box and I listened to it, so I want to talk about it. I did the review on there. He did the paid order question. Mal's Divine. He sent me a box, 50 shrink wrap CDs, professional CDs. Want a freebie? Mention in the notes section of your order. Again, a reasonable order. Don't order one fucking patch or one CD and say, hey, toss me a Malice Divine. Probably going to skip it. I'll give you a hell sticker and send you on your way because otherwise it's fucking me on the goddamn shipping. Um, just, it's melodic death thrash stuff. Go and check out the goddamn review I did. What was it, 2 weeks ago or so? So he was one of the smarter. He's been the smartest one so far. Took advantage of the goddamn $10 fucking exposure and sent a fucking box of discs to advertise his band more. Because like I said, I'll toss him for sure. And even just like say, come tomorrow, get an order that's nobody puts nothing in the note section. The guy's got a $300 order. This guy buys fucking metal. Those are the kind of people you want to give your shit to. I was like, these are the guys that are, those are the people that are buying shit, not some dickhead sitting on Facebook talking about how cool he is, or he's got a shirt only and he's YouTube and shit. He ain't buying shit. Or maybe he just goes to shows because he's having a few brewskis, bro, hanging out with his bros and watching some bands. Not that there's anything wrong with any of that. But what I'm getting at is if you're trying to, like, you're putting out a CD, you're putting out a record, you're on a cassette, and you're wanting to sell them, move them, or advertise your band, those are the people, the guys placing orders, buying $150, $200, $300 of CDs, records, cassettes. That's who you get free shit to. Those are the guys, those are the real people. That's who's actually going to have potential of, oh wow, I got this Malice Divine CD, I really like it. Oh fuck, do they have another album? Let me go buy it. Do they have an LP? I like it. Let me go buy it. That's how the dog's mind worked as a kid when I got free shit from Relapse Records or whoever I ordered from. I'd check it out if I liked it. It's how a lot of the bands from Relapse Records I bought from those comps they did. So I found out about fucking like Nile. Pretty sure that's how I found out about Incantation. I'm almost positive it was because the first Incantation thing I heard was Diabolical Conquest. And I'm almost positive it was one of the songs. Well, I know one of the songs were off Diabolical Conquest, but I think that was my introduction. That's why I bought it. So a lot of bands, like that's what I'm getting is that it's because that's how I was, and I know that's how you guys are that actually buy shit. So that's who fucking gets it. So anyways, that clears the shit that came in the goddamn fucking mail. Again, like yeah, I do get shit all the time. So if you guys send stuff, thanks, I appreciate that. But again, I can't go over fucking everything because yeah, and like I said, I see this stuff all day long, every day. So this would literally just be a show and tell channel, and I think that would bore the fucking piss out of most people watching. I think most people come over here because they love the goddamn scuttlebutt. So that's what they're gonna get. Michael Hedrick, this is I think an order question or an email. God damn, it's got 5 on there. So let me go over this fucking quick. Hope it's not too late. If my order if my order questions for the YouTube channel. So order question. One, no doubt you have these two killer splits: Depression Hemorrhage split from 2002 and Exhumed Ingrowing split from 2006. Yes, the Depression Hemorrhage, I have the 12-inch vinyl for that, and the Exhumed Ingrowing, that's a split 7-inch. Something Sick in This Ways Comes was the song that Exhumed did. Fantastic fucking song. So absolutely. What is your opinion on Depression and Ingrowing? Ingrowing, I don't really remember it. I have the 7-inch. I know I listened to it. From what I remember being kind of just like more grindcore that didn't blow my socks off. Depression, I'll say this, dude, and they have some songs that are really, really good and some not so much are filler. Because goddamn, that Coffin split we did, Coffin's Depression, that I think that's one of the best goddamn grindcore splits ever. And I'm not like as a whole a huge fan of either band in the sense that I collect their whole catalog. Coffin, same thing. Like you put on their full lengths, some of the songs are like really good, and then you get to a song, you're like, what the fuck is this? Kind of like Carpathian Force. When I told you about them, is like their black metal songs are good as fuck, but they don't have a track on there. Like, what is this? Like, why is this even on there? Like, go put Black Shining Leather on or something and tell me that you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That it's got some bullshit. Like, just get this track off there, man. This is just dumb. Um, Coffins definitely fell into that category. Depression, I didn't know. No, I remember some being kind of a little bit more of a doomy style of grindcore that I was getting a little bored on. But then some of it's really good. But the split with Coffins, if you don't know that, we did the LP sold out. I think we might have some CDs of the Coffins Depressions. Out of Hell's that again, like if you like that's like definitely one of the best grind fucking splits ever in my goddamn book. That I thought was really really good. Two, the Mighty Hemorrhage has done a lot of cover songs over the years. Yeah, a good handful. I don't know about a ton. Do you have any favorites? And would you agree the Load Songs EP is fan fucking tastic? The Load Songs EP, yeah, I guess that's kind of full like the EP, 10 songs, is fan motherfucking tastic. One original and the rest covers. I mean, they covered, Rotten to the Gore by Carcass. That'd probably be my favorite song. Uh, the original Recomputer Factory recording is my favorite. Danny Nelson is incorrect on that. Sounding like ass. Um, them covering um, Cryptic Slaughter was way up there too. I loved that. One of my favorite Cryptic Slaughter songs too that they did. Impaled Nazarene was unexpected them covering. General Surgery they covered. I don't think that's on Load Songs though. That's on that other comp disc. I forget what it's called. It's one of the earliest ones that it came out from the Czech Republic. It's kind of it's really really cool and unexpected, but the only thing is it blurred together just like an original because they sound so much alike in a good way. Very 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 similar. Just like General Surgery eventually covered Hemorrhage, and same thing. It just blurs together like it's their own song. I guess you could look at it as a fucking positive thing, we work well together. Who else stood out for me as far as Hemorrhage songs that I was glad that they covered? Um, I'll say this: there's that Punk Carnage 10-inch. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but none of those bands I knew prior. Um, to be honest, well, prior I still don't know. There's a bunch of look like Spanish grindcore band. I mean, hardcore punk bands. I'm assuming obscure. Again, that's not the hardcore punk scene's not my fucking wheelhouse. So anyone wants to come over here and talk shit, that's fine. I fully admit it. More of a fucking goddamn metal guy. I don't know that scene, but all this their covers of this shit's all fucking awesome. So yeah, but I mean, like for example, like me, like I guess you could say I like what I like hearing covers is when a band covers a song that a band that I'm a huge fan of, that it's a little bit more obscure. You know what I mean? Like Napalm Death covering Devastation Chicago. Like that's cool as fuck. They covered Insanity. That's cool as fuck. So if Hemorrhage, if they're to cover either one of those, that'd be cool. If Hemorrhage was to cover like something like Cannibal, that'd be cool as fuck. Uh, don't even know if Louise one of the guys even like Cannibal. I'm assuming they probably like at least something by them. If they cover Deicide or you know what I mean, like shit that like you wouldn't expect. Like, oh fuck, that's really cool. Or a band like Hemorrhage, or just a band that I'm a fan of too. If they cover Deceased, as a matter of fact, has anyone done a Deceased cover? I'm sure some maybe newbie band has. Um, yeah, I'm sure like a newer band like that's come out in the last 5 years or something. Maybe they have, which is not that there's anything that's cool. But like a band that I'm a diehard fan of or something that covered none, not that I'm aware of. There's plenty of bands that have covered Nunslaughter. Church Bazaar covered Nunslaughter minimally twice. Um, Yeah, I don't think I've been. Yeah, it's so fucking dude. Somebody covered like the cemetery's full or something like that. Shrieks from the hearse. I mean, that'd be a triangle. I'd be like, that's fucking awesome. So I'd be more excited to hear cover songs like that than dude. Like when I hear, you know, a Venom cover or Slayer, I'm just like, well, at this point, why? 30 years ago, all right, kind of, it could have been kind of still cool at that point. At this point, it's just like, who cares? Like that's just it's completely unnecessary. Uh, Three, were cardboard long boxes still available when you started buying CDs? If so, did you save them? Unfortunately, the ones I had got ruined. The Symphonies of Sickness long box was my favorite. I never had any personally. I'm not saying they didn't exist. I just didn't have any. Um, so I guess they're probably a little less. I never even seen the Symphonies of Sickness one, but it's funny if you bring that up. Is if I was to have one or one may I want, that'd be one way the fuck up there I'd like to get. Four, are you a fan of the Exploited? Never gave them much of a fucking chance. Are they the punk band with "Fuck the USA"? That's a good goddamn song. I like that. Um, Never much paid attention to them. I checked them just like Discharge and shit. Like it come through. I'm like, is this later shit? I was like, if I'm gonna hear something, I'm gonna, I want to hear the earliest stuff. But I mean, I figure like again, that's just not really my wheelhouse. I don't like a whole lot of that stuff because when you ever hear the D beat and shit like that, most bands that do the D beat and stuff, I'm like, to me, it was just always background. Never did much for me. So the guys that started the D beats, I wasn't like super enthusiastic and going to the, like checking it out and shit. Um, Not that I wouldn't, and same with but the Exploited falls in that category too, just as far as the punk and hardcore stuff that I didn't check much out. I have a handful of stuff that I own and like the first Minor Threat, some Dead Kennedys, Misfits, Negative Approach. There's stuff that I like, but it's probably like 10 things in totality, like 10 bands. So Misfits being the biggest one. And then honestly, it was like from there, it was probably later bands that were the horror punk style that I liked. So it was much, much later stuff that was influenced by the Misfits. So obviously the Lurking Corpses, which you guys should know about them at this fucking point. Otherwise, you're living under a fucking rock if you watch my goddamn channel. Love them. Vladimir's, Horror 59, American Werewolves. I like all those bands. Grave Robber was pretty good. They had a 7-inch and a full length. Who am I forgetting in that set? Crimson Ghost was good. Um, Even then, so if you count horror punk bands outside the Misfits, probably like another 10 of those or so I like. So it's say 10 of the horror punk stuff, counting the Misfits, and another 10 or so hardcore punk bands. It's about what I own and know and like. So it's not many. Five, another awful shit band I can't stand hearing about is Mudvayne. That's a band that, like, literally, dude, to this day, at least not to my knowledge, I've never even officially heard. It's just one of those things, just by the name, and I've seen the logo, and the person that asked me, like, Mudvayne, bro, you just put in the category, dude. I haven't even heard it, but there's no way I'm going to like it. I'm annoyed that you're asking me this question, that you're looking at me, look at what I'm wearing, you know anything about me whatsoever, and you even think that I would like that. It just goes to show that we're not in the same shit, and you don't, like Dying Fetus says, you don't know what our shit is all about, so don't even try to figure it out. You just don't, because if you did know what it was all about, you wouldn't be asking me if I like fucking Mudvayne, bruh. Again, unless I'm wrong, and Mr. Gracie, what are you talking about, bro? Town? It gives Immolation a run for its money. Then I stand fucking corrected. But I have a 99.9% chance feeling, gun to my head, if somebody was saying that, I'm pretty goddamn spot on correct. That if you're to put it on, I'm like, dude, there's no fucking way I'm gonna like that shit. Anything's possible, I guess, though. But yeah, that's another one too. Yeah, I've heard it. Mudvayne, bro. Why don't you just ask me if I like Insane Clown Posse, brah? Same fucking thing. Saw them juggalo ass fucking mofos, baggy pants for fucking miles, biggest fucking canoes I've ever seen, fucking mentioning them and talking about them. So have I heard of ICP ever? Never heard of. I mean, again, not to my knowledge. It's possible on the school bus and shit that maybe they were playing it and I heard, like, you heard of J Dog? Okay, well then I didn't know it was them. To my knowledge, I haven't heard of them. But I would bet a very large stack of goddamn fucking cash that there's no fucking way I would like them. Mudvayne's right behind him, brah. Probably Mudvayne's probably just as fucking Canoe with less if any rap. It just sounds like cock rock canoe metal. That's what Mudvayne sounds like. Throw them in the burn pit with Static X and Mushroom Head, then piss on their ashes. Piss on them and shit on them, brah. Absolutely. Let's get one more quickie in here, goddammit. Alex Christ Crusher, question for the dog: are there any plans to reissue the first two Manticore albums and the first demo since it was never released on vinyl or CD? Yes, it was actually. I'll take any satanic stickers you got laying around. The Manticore Ritual Cleansing of the Horde demo, their best fucking release, and I love that goddamn release. It was released on CD/LP. It by don't quote me, maybe Perverted Taste. Remember when it came out? Lou handed me a copy when it came out. Um, so I'm pretty sure the live photo. I think the reason he gave me Eric and Chase one is on that release. The live photos in there were the photos me, Eric, and Chase took at the shows. I gave them to him, so I used them. So that's a gave them. But they definitely exist, so I have it. Oh, I'd be up for doing it. That's my favorite shit. You know, the Dave era. My favorite thing is well, pretty much in that order. I like Ritual Cleansing is definitely my favorite. Balls is great, not as good. For Rats and Plague, it's the same style of music. For me, the songs were a little kind of boring. I own it. I still have the picture disc we did with the cover and the colored vinyl, and so I own it. I didn't think it sucks or get rid of it. It's just it was my, kind of like least favorite thing. And then they got rid of Dave, and the shit's like it's all cool, but I mean like it was just I didn't pay attention as much. It was kind of like we put out the new album, check put it on and listen to it. It's like yeah, it's cool. But my favorite, I'm kind of like because that's a band technically too. I kind of grew up on too. Yeah, I remember when they were putting that demo out. That was what 2000 was that demo 2000? I think I would have been 15. I remember when it was Lou that handed me that demo, and see, I'm still young, so I grew up on that shit. So to me, it's kind of like someone like Lou. He's probably like I like the first. In fact, I'm pretty sure he does. I don't like the first two Deicide albums. To me, that's fucking crazy and asinine, but I get it. He got those, he picked those up when he's probably 20 years old when those came out. And as it went along, he's like, just didn't really care about the other shit. That's kind of where I am with most bands, to be honest with you. There's very few, like I said in the previous video, was there? If I added it all up, bands that got 10 albums, 6 albums or more, what is there? Maybe 20 total bands, maybe 20 that I like everything by. It's not many. It's damn sure less than 50. I don't like every Maiden album. I don't like every fucking, Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax. I don't like every record. Not even fucking close. I don't even like every Venom record. So, yeah, it would be slim pickings if it was like, yeah. Sodom, Crater, Destruction. I like every record. So, yeah, yeah, it'd be not that many bands. So, back to that goddamn conversation. But, guys, what's your job to do? Put the guy, let's get right later, goddamn it.